here. Let's go.
Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
I think we're here.
The key. You must find the key.
Son, Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects. Run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap. Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
He'll work the field. Two dozen eggs, sugar, butter, some milk, more sugar, more butter.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
The widow Matheson?
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity, both against roads and for them. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall that sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gay, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog! When I took him the time before, I
He's
told
seated
him
in
what
one of the
would come
boxes
to
above.
if he did not mend his hand.
The stairs are
This is
watched.
death without
We'll need to find
reprieve.
another way up.
I may venture to book him. For Tom Gag, £40. Let
I
me
already
know
have.
I'll save her from transportation. Or I can get more by her staying in England.
Betty hath brought more goods into our lock to year than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, live her 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it.
1,000 pardons.
Besides, here the law allows us no reward.
My apologies.
There's nothing to be got by the death
So
of women,
sorry.
except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged for my education. And to say a bold word, she hath trained up more young fellows to the business than the gaming table.
Truly, Filch, thy observation is right. We and the surgeons are more beholden to women than all the professions besides.
Sir, Black Mall that sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gay, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog! When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to him if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may venture to book him. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from transportation, so I can get more by her staying in England.
Betty hath brought more goods into our lock to year than any five of the gang. And in truth, it is a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, live her 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged for my education. And to say a bold word, she hath trained up more young fellows to the business than the gaming table.
Truly, Filch, thine observation is right. We and the surgeons are more beholden to women than all the professions.
'Tis woman that seduces all mankind. Like where we first were taught our reasoning arts. The very life we cheat when those cheats fall. She tricks us of our money with our hearts. 'Tis woman that seduces all mankind. Like where we first were taught our reasoning arts. The very life we cheat when those cheats fall. She tricks us of our money with our hearts. Like wolves by night, we roam for prey, and practice every word to drive her joy. It's a love like law, or what I pay, and here we must be feeding to our hearts. Like wolves by night, we roam for prey, and practice every word to drive her joy. It's of love like law, or what I pay, and here we must be feeding to our hearts.
I make haste to use it, boy. And if your friends know where I intend to go, well, I love to make them easy.
Penitence may break his spirit ever after. Besides, certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk another without fear or scruple.
I've got
But
a
I'll
bit of
away.
stage fright.
But 'tis a pleasure to be the messenger of comfort to things in affliction.
But 'tis now high time to look about me for a decent execution against Nick Sessions. I ain't a lazy rogue by whom one can get nothing till he's hanged. A register of the gangs. Crook-fingered Jack. A year and a half in the service. Let me see how much the stock owes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold watches. And 7 silver ones. A mighty clean-handed fellow. 16 snuff boxes. 5 of them true gold. 6 dozen of handkerchiefs. 4 silver hilted swords. Half a dozen of shirts. 3 tie periwigs. And a piece of broadcloth. Considering these are only the fruits of his leisure hours, I don't know a prettier fellow. But no man alive hath a more engaging presence of mind upon the road. What?
If any wench Venus heard where, though she be never so hard.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.